Good afternoon, everybody. It's been a while. We're on our road that we killed the tractor on. Show you what I've gotten done in a month. It's been, I think it's been 4 weeks since we made the last video. Told y'all I'd bring you back when we got this cleared. And I have got it cleared. Our road used to go straight up to them trees. This is where all the vines were. I've cleared every bit of this in the last 4 weeks. All that's where the all the cross ties were, and this here is where all those vines were. I had mountains of roots where I root raked all this all the way down through here. Been burning all day. And this is where that fence was. Let's get over here where we can see it. This is where all those cross ties were. I actually dug all these up today. That's what's on there. See how they were down in the ground, pinched between these trees. I saved that one oak tree. It was the biggest one out of all of them. That's where all the other bushes were, down through there. That's the old trailer I put over there with the metal on it. I have been working relentlessly on this. In the time, I couldn't do anything all last week. The economy has definitely picked up big time. I've been working 12, 13 hours a day. I didn't get to do anything out here all last week after work. So we was out here all day today and yesterday messing with it. Now I got to go. This was the worst part right here, because these grapevines, for every grapevine you see above the ground, there's that many under the ground with the roots. But now we got to go this way, which is going to be easier. This will be easier. This was hard. This was hard going right here. It took me the whole, probably about 3 weekends, 4 weekends. This is probably the 4th weekend, and to get these grapevines out of here. And now I'm going down to the marker, the corner marker of the property is right down through there. We're gonna go down to it. We got to cut some of these little scrub oaks down and different things here. I'll show you how I did all this in a minute. Pick that up later. This section here, from here down, took me about an hour to clear this right here. But that there took forever. Those dang vines, if you get grapevines growing on your property, those wild grapevines, or get rid of them. We're gonna cut this tree's got to go. I was gonna save it, but it's got some issues. Once I got the vines out of it, I noticed that we got around here to the back side of it, it's rotted. Can't see it from the other side, but see the limbs and stuff. Yeah, it's got to go. So we're gonna cut it down. We'll leave that oak tree. This one will stay. Looks like this one here might be sick too. Yeah, see, he's rotted. He's sick too. He's getting cut down. And probably that one, it's got a crook in it. This one's got to go. Almost pushed it over when I picked this stuff up. But I got to work my way down to this corner here, and then we'll turn to go across there with the fence. Anyway, it's a lot of work, wasn't it? Does it look like it was a lot of work? Let me know in the comments, because it was. That's why I haven't made a video. I've been hammering on this non-stop, trying to get it done, because I want to put the fence up. I'd like to let Shelly out before the summer was out, but it don't look like that's going to happen. It's just too much stuff. I still got to put the fence up. But the fence is gonna, I cleaned, there's the fence post there. The marker is about where this tree's at on the corner down there. So you stand right here in a straight line across there, where right about there is the fence, and all this back here didn't really need to be cleaned out, but I wanted to get behind the fence with those grapevines and get them the hell out of there, because they'll just take back over. And like I said, the gentleman that owns this property told me I could clean this roadway out here. So I just kept cleaning the vines until there wasn't any left. You can just keep root raking them up, and they would keep coming up. Alright, let's walk up here and see what we did. Heck, if I turn you off, I'll have to edit it out. So let's just go for a walk. Everything's looking good around here. The house, we got to get on it next. As soon as I get this fence up and I can let the horse out, and I ain't got to deal with her inside that little paddock all the time. Yeah, we took that big orange tree out. I took that out too. Now we're about to get on the house, and I'm gonna build a new pump shed. That one there's big and rotten, and doesn't need to be that big, and definitely doesn't need to be rotten. Back porch, and do something with the house, paint it, whatever. But the tractor, I know you guys will want me to rebuild the engine on it. I'll put up I've made a couple videos, like piece videos, that I never did put up, but I got one on the tractor engine and what was going on with it. And look, look what showed up. Living under my shed. Anyway, the tractor engine spun. If you go back and look at the video on the tractor engine, if you go back and look at it, you'll see the oil port, the port in the bearing for the main bearing port is off. It spun that bearing in the block and ruined the block. So I could have got it fixed. I could have fixed it, but we were limited with that tractor anyway. So we made the decision to get a tractor, one that would do what I needed it to do. So I went and picked this one out and got all the options I wanted for it. The root rake, the grappler. That thing right there is what did all the vines. It's a root rake, and this is hydraulically grapples whatever you're picking up. And it's strong too. It just breaks the limbs, and you know, I have put it to work. I've ripped it off a couple times with those vines. It'll grab these levers and pull them up if you're not watching. If you're not watching it, and it'll spit it off there if you don't keep your eye on it. I'm gonna take them before I start on the other side. I'm gonna make me some bungee straps or something to go down to here to help hold those. But I've been using the mess out of it. It's a that's the model of it. It's a 25 horse. I think it's got 25 horsepower, 100 foot-pounds of torque, diesel, and it is a strong sucker. 3-cylinder diesel. The tires are full of ballast, front and back. This is what I've been using to rip up the. I've been root raking them with the root rake, and I got the tines all the way down on this, and I set this to where the blade don't hit, just the teeth go in the ground, and drop it down about that far and just rip the vines up out of the ground, the roots. And the tractor's 4-wheel drive. I put 27 hours on it in 3 weeks on the weekends. That's pretty good. 3.5. Well, today would be 4 weeks. No, this will be the 3rd week I've had it, not 4 weeks. It is strong and has been. I've been working the mess out of it. It looks clean because I just washed it. I wash it. I use it all weekend. Wash it on the Sunday. Today's Sunday, and put it away for the next weekend. I've scratched it up and stuff. I put a pretty good scratch on it down here with the that damn wire. But she's pretty tough. She's definitely, this damn thing right here is just big time help. You can go in and grab those vines and back out with it and it'll just rip them right out. And tree stumps about, say, big rounds of 2-liter Pepsi bottle or something like that. It'll pull those right up. I've dug holes with it, I've mowed with it, I've did everything with it. And that's what I've been doing. That's how I got all that done. That was a lot of work. It would have took me a year to do that by hand. Shit, if I could even did it by hand. Or I would have ruined my Jeep snatching stuff out of there. Oh, another thing, we got the Mustang back. Mr. Ben is going this route. He needs something with automatic. He thought he'd be able to drive this thing, but unfortunately, we all get old and he couldn't drive it anymore. So this will be a future project. It still runs decent. It just don't have enough power for me. Betty's hanging out. We got a trail ride coming up this weekend, Labor Day. And I'll have a trail ride video up most likely next weekend sometime. Shelly's still doing her thing, being fat. Does anybody know what these plants are? Let's look at these. I really need to know this, because if not, I'm going to have to pull them up and take one to the ag place and see what they are, because man, they are everywhere. Mr. Ben called them castor beans, but I don't think that's what they are. It's some kind of, if you break ground around here, like out there, I just dug all of them up 2 weeks ago. They're already popping up again. If y'all remember the first video when we were making videos of this property, all this out here was these big, tall weeds everywhere. That's what they were, those things. I don't know what they are. But they are hard as hell to get rid of. I sprayed them over here with weed killer, and as soon as this was where all the poo was at from that horse on the other side. I don't think I'd showed y'all this, but I dug all this out and dumped it around the big tree out there. Where everywhere you break ground around here, you break the surface of the dirt, these weeds pop up. I gotta get something to get rid of them. The weed killer kills them, but as soon as you break ground again, make bare dirt, that pops up. Anyway, I'm straight farmer now. I got my hat. This is not the hydrostatic drive tractor, because I like to shift gears, and I don't really trust hydrostatic drive for a tractor. Maybe for a mower it's fine, but not a tractor. I mean, they warranty these things for 6 years, but still. And that was a milestone out there, getting that done. We're ready for fence almost. Probably if I didn't have the trail ride this weekend coming up, I would probably be done with this, and I still may be done with it by the end of next weekend. Be ready to put fence up over there. It just took a long time with those vines, because them suckers were, when I went to root raking them, is what took forever. I had piles and piles and piles of roots. I just got them all burned today. Anyway, I thought I'd make a quick video and check in with y'all. I got some of me using the grapple to take that tree down there, and using the tractor over there a little bit. I might put some of that in the video here at the end of it. And it spins. Y'all remember the old tractor when we were cutting with this mower? You'd hear it like dying the engine down. Shit, that thing there, you don't even know what's back there unless you turn around and look. And it just mows like crazy. It even sounds. It sounds a lot different than my other one, because it's a 3-cylinder diesel. It sounds like a regular diesel and not like a damn strong tractor though. It'll walk circles around that other one I had, and it does a lot more stuff. But anyway, I thought I'd check in with y'all. We're supposed to go riding next weekend out in the forest, and I don't know who all's going. Everybody's kind of getting out of it. Seems like. That's how it is though, guys. I mean, even with these things, hot rods, over the years, you know, people change their ways and they change money situations and, you know, family situations. People go in and out of things, and that's how it is, you know. But I just ride for whoever I'm with. Oh, one more thing, sorry. I'm going next weekend with the Jeep Freaks. We got this too with the tractor, and the Jeep will barely squeeze on there. It's got trailer brakes front and back, both axles, and it pulls really good. I think it's 18 foot long. Anywho, maybe we'll get some videos going to the Jeep ranch with this, using this. Still got to put this fence up. There ain't enough hours in the day. Let's see what Nosy wants. What you want? Besides destroying a damn roll of hay. She likes to play in the hay instead of eat it. Look at it. She just tears it all apart. Don't make no damn sense. You're gonna keep on and we'll build you a thing around it where you can't do that. She's getting fat, ain't she? I know that some of y'all don't care too much about the horse, but there's one lady that watches us, that watches my channel. She likes Shelly. She wants to see her in every video, she said. She's tearing her mane up. Look at that. She's getting little pieces of it caught on that ring, because she won't be still in one spot. She's got to keep, I don't know why she does that crap, but that's why her mane's messed up right there. She's definitely gotten bigger. If she eats enough, she ought to. But when we let her out in the field, she'll probably slim up some. And it won't be so much of having to buy hay all the damn time. She can eat grass. I've been letting her out in the yard, but she likes to get into stuff, so I had to quit doing that. She'll get into everything. You put her out here, she have that thing tumped over and the drums tumped over. She's just into everything like a damn dog. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. I'll put up, I got some of using the tractor over there a little bit. I'll put that in there, and I'll see y'all soon. We're going to go get the Jeep muddy next weekend. If I do anything to it this week, checking it out, there's a possibility I might put a new AC compressor on it, and if I do, I'll make a video on it. Y'all take it easy. I'll put the rest of what I got for the tractor up, and I'll holler at y'all later. Bye. Tractor engine. Came out, ordered the parts for the tractor, and I came back out and inspecting it that next day after work, and I was going to start cleaning this stuff up, getting it ready to go. Well, I happened to be watching my YouTube video on the tractor at work, you know, just glancing. Every time y'all comment, I have to go back to the video to look at it. And what I seen was, I noticed in the video, if you go back and look at it, this bearing, that hole right there, was over here. It was sitting right there. I could see the metal behind it. It's supposed to be lined up with that hole right there. I don't know if you can see it. That's the oil galley hole. It spun this bearing. Okay. Well, I came back home and looked at it, and I could just pull that front bearing, main bearing, out by hand. You can't. That's supposed to be a press fit, and you can look. You see that lip back in there, and right here. That bearing spun inside that block and ruined the block. And also, it's cracked right here going up. I didn't notice all that. So, called, canceled. Y'all like Florida oranges? Because I Do not like them. I like oranges, I just don't like these damn trees. Look at these devil things. You see that? That thing is sharp, sharp, sharp. I hate these damn things. We're cutting it down and getting rid of it. They don't all make oranges that are, let's see if you can see the green. They stay like that if they're not grafted properly, and this one ain't. It'll never make good oranges, so all it'll do is every time you drive by it, that right there will jab you 2.5 inches in your skin. So I'm gonna run around this thing with the chainsaw and see if I can get it trimmed up enough to cut it down, and you want to grab it with a tractor. Let's break the limbs off with a tractor. Alright, fellas and ladies, I guess that's it for today. I think it's about 2 o'clock. I'm gonna go chillax. I think I punctured a hole in the tire over here. I don't know why. Running off all over that kind of stuff. But I got to go find that hole, get that fixed. Yeah, I'll take it easy. This little sucker's gonna make quick work of these trees in here and digging them up. That's gonna be one of the projects to come with this thing. I toted all this steel over here with it. Stacked up all these old gates. I was all over the property. Let's see how many hours we got now. I think it's 6.2, 6.3. I've been timing the camera with it because this camera only runs for an hour. I've been out here for a while. 6.3 hours. And it's used. This thing is good on fuel.